Hey guys, Adam Hudson here, author of the book Primed, your guide to building a successful business on Amazon. Today, I'm really excited to have on the show a good friend of mine, Greg Reynolds. Now, Greg is the founder and CEO of ZonSupport.com. These guys are awesome. What they do is they help Amazon sellers run their businesses better for just a few dollars a day. Basically, they give you their life back. So let's get Greg on the show to talk about what he does for sellers like you and I. Greg Reynolds, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Adam. Great to be here.
So Greg, tell us in a nutshell, what do you do over at ZonSupport.com?
Fundamentally, we give sellers their life back.
Right.
There's so many different moving parts in the back end of an Amazon business that have to be managed and managed very tightly that sellers often lose focus on one, and then next thing they know, it's actually affecting their overall sales.
Yeah, look, I can totally relate. I teach people how to sell on Amazon all over the world, and one of the things I teach people is that they need to be the conductor of the orchestra rather than trying to be the orchestra. That you're fundamentally the orchestra, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. We're the orchestra, but we know a fair bit about how to be conducted. So we're very good working with sellers to give them some guidance of what we should be doing for them as well. What
kind of things do you see? I mean, you run the back end of my business and many of my close friends. I mean, I love the fact that you check our listings every week for hijackers. I love the fact that you do all of our email management. What kind of feedback do you get from sellers when all of a sudden they outsource basically the running of their business day to day to you? What sort of responses do you see in sellers?
Well, sellers then tend to go away and they say, look, Greg, we're going away for a week. Manage the shop and we'll be back. Because up until then, they haven't managed to do that. They've held on to things so tightly, they're almost afraid to let it go. And then once it's gone, they suddenly have all this time to focus back on their business and actually grow their business.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? Because what happens is we want to build $1 million businesses on Amazon, but we keep doing $10 jobs.
Exactly.
One of the things I love about you guys, and one of the reasons I hired you, was the fact that you only employ native English-speaking people for the email component part. A lot of people get burned when they're outsourcing, and not because they're bad people in these other countries, but just because of the cultural divide and some of those softer things which are really important to giving a first-rate customer experience. Maybe you could talk about that.
Look, it's true, most customers only get in contact with you when there's a problem. And so you read the email that comes in, and culturally, you're aware of what to say.
Yes.
Whereas if you've outsourced it to another country, the Philippines, for example, their English is great, but their comprehension just isn't there.
Yes, those little things, isn't it, that make a real difference in the experience.
It's the subtleties. And so if somebody writes in, we get the tone. And so we'll open a reply and say, oh, look, sorry, you sound really angry. And then we'll go into the detail we've agreed with the client. When they reply, they say, oh, no, it's okay.
Yeah.
So it's a relationship.
It's that relationship and understanding. If you want a quality brand on Amazon, the customer service experience is actually part of the brand experience, isn't it? It's part of how people engage, and it's how you can influence. Now, one of the things I love, you guys manage all of my email, and by being so responsive, you're way more responsive than I could be because I have a really busy life. But we get so many reviews because of the speed with which you go back and that subtlety and nuance. Do you find that happens across the board?
Oh, we do, and we're not backward in asking at the appropriate time, hey, would really appreciate if you could leave a review for us. That's all you need to say. And some people come back and say, look, I already have.
Yeah, right. So guys, I'm talking to Greg here from ZonSupport.com. Greg's been running the back end of my Amazon business now for some time. You can check out everything they do right here on Greg's site, but I can't endorse their services enough. They monitor all of my listings for hijackers. They send out cease and desist letters when necessary. They do a whole bunch of really cool stuff, and I really can't encourage you enough. If you want to grow a bigger business on Amazon, you can't be stuck doing $10 jobs when you've got experts like Greg and his team who have English-speaking, native English-speaking people that are experts in customer service and all these administrative jobs, which all are important, but are all very time expensive if you're trying to do it and juggle it all yourself. So Greg, thank you so much for coming on the show. Thank you for all you do for us. We can't believe what a great value the service is that you do, and I hope that your business grows and as you support more and more Amazon sellers.
Thanks, Adam. Keep growing your business.
Thank you. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye for now.